Hi friends, it's Loli. Welcome back to the channel. Today I bring you some beautiful farmhouse inspirations. Let's jump in right in with the first inspiration. Here I'm going to use one of these frames from the Dollar Tree. I just removed that little clip that came with it, and I'm going to take my white Black & Decker paint and primer, and I'm going to give this a very heavy dry brush. Then I noticed that there was some little rough edges here, so I'm just taking my nail file from Dollar Tree and sanding off all those edges. Then I'm coming in with this wreath that I got from a home sign that I also got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to attach it right there to the middle using the same little screw that I took off before, and I'm just screwing it to the same hole, but making sure that the screw is between the two little wires in this wreath, and then I just tighten it a bit so it will hold it in place. Then I took some of this baker's twine from Dollar Tree and I made a bow with it, and I'm going to glue it right there at the top of this wreath. And here it is, but I'm not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and paint the back of this. I do not like how you can see it once you put it down like that. So I'm going to take my ink color from Waverly, and I just did a full coat. Just one coat, it was enough to cover this up. I did it in the entire back part of this piece. And of course, I still wasn't satisfied. So I'm going to dry brush the same ink paint color on the edges of each one of the openings. And I also dry brushed the outside part. And that's it. Let me know what you think. For the second inspiration, I used one of these crates from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to sand down the little rough edges that it had. It was a little bit fuzzy. I wanted everything to have a nice finish. Then I gave it a coat of, actually 2 coats of my Black & Decker paint and primer in the color white. And then I took one of these little piggies from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove it from its little base. It just had a couple little screws on there. I'm going to put those to the side because I will be using those along with the little piggy. All right, we're going to place the little piggy on top of our crate. Here I'm trying to figure out exactly the best placement. I wanted it to be, the pig to be centered, which meant that the base was going to be a little bit to one side. So the first thing that I did was, I was thinking that I could just screw them in, but no, I just marked where the hole is supposed to be, use my drill and pre-drill a couple holes, and then position my pig back on there and put the screws in. And this is how we're looking so far. Now we're going to come in with some rub-on transoms from Dollar Tree and make sure that my surface was nice and clean. And I'm going to take 3 words out of that rub-on transfer that you see there, and it's the word welcome, the word home, and family. I'm going to place welcome at the top, then the home is going to be in the middle, and the family at the end. If you see there, it says life is better on the farm, welcome, home, family. I love how that sounded all together. So that's pretty much what we're doing there. And these rub-on transfer, guys, they're so cute. It looks like it's part of the piece, and they come off very easily. And my friends, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. That helps my video be seen by more people. And if you also enjoying the content so far, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell set to all so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. It is all free and it means the world to me. And thank you so much for clicking on my video and spending time with me today. And as subscribers, you guys know already, I love you dearly. That robin looked like it took forever, guys, but it didn't. Here it is, but you know already, I'm extra. I'm not done yet. We're going to add some jute cord to the other end that felt a little bit blank. I just wrapped it a couple times around it. Go ahead, and I went ahead and put the knot at the very top of the crate there. I created a double knot. Make sure to put a little bit of hot glue on it when I was done tying it. And then we are going to add a cute little bow as well. My friends, summer is upon us. The kids are getting out of school. Let me know in the comments, what are you looking forward to for the summer? I would really like to know. So friends, here I added beads to the end of my little tails of my bow that I had left over. I just thought I just gave it a little bit of a different touch, and I like how that natural bead looked against the white grate. Let me know what you think of this one so far. We are pretty much done with it. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts in the comments. My friends, this video is part of the Farmhouse Decor DIY Open Invite Challenge hosted by Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, Shantell from Crafty Hints, and Brenda from Rustic Lace DIY. The link to their channels and to the playlist will be in the description box below. And don't forget to visit this playlist so you can suck in lots of inspiration. Okay, let's jump right back in. For the third inspiration project, I'm going to use one of these houses from the Dollar Tree. The little part in the top already fell off, so that worked out. Then I took some of this vinyl from the Dollar Tree and I placed the roof of the house there. Cut off any excess vinyl, did little slits on the different sizes, and just wrapped it completely around this piece. And then you're gonna position it right back onto the house right there. I just used some hot glue to do that. Then I took the D off of this little garland from Dollar Tree and I'm going to glue it to the middle right there. But I thought it was a little bit plain, the sides on there. So I took some of my ink Waverly chalk paint and I'm going to distress the entire perimeter of the house, all the areas where the white is. And then I attached the D to the middle. This is for the initial of our last name. And to embellish it further and cover the hole there on the D, I put a jute cord bow right on top. And that's it, guys. I lie. I actually put beads on this as well. I'm just gonna put the same little wooden beads, unfinished wood beads, at each end of the tail of the bow. And now I am truly done. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. For the fourth and final DIY and my favorite, I used 2 of these summer signs from Dollar Tree and I completely sanded off all the glitter off of them. It had lots and lots and lots of glitter. So if you can avoid yourself some trouble and just get yourself some of the signs that have no glitter, that will make your life a lot easier. Thank God I had my little vacuum to help me there. So once that was done, I butted my signs bottom to bottom, and I'm taking paint stir sticks to secure them together. The first thing that I did is set up the perimeter. I'm going to completely frame this using the paint stir sticks and some popsicle sticks in the middle. There I changed it in the middle later on. I ended up putting more paint stir sticks and also popsicle sticks there in the middle. But for now, I am framing the entire perimeter. And what I did, I just lined up the paint stir sticks on the sides and then cut pieces to fit in between those at the top and bottom in the middle of the 2 other stir sticks. You'll see in a second, I believe, you will see an angle. Here, guys, I added my hanger prior to. The idea was to encase them there to give it a little bit of security by doing that. But I totally forgot to add beads to my jute cord, and that was my idea from the get-go. So you'll see me later fix that. But for now, here I'm just setting up the entire frame here, and pretty much that's what I did, just marking the places where I need to cut. I used my miter shears to help me with this. It was hard. I think I need to change my blade. I gotta figure out how to do that. And then I'm just placing it, you know, in the little ends there. Just, I don't know, just going with it. Here you can see my idea of enclosing the jute cord on there, but it didn't work out. Once all my pieces was set up and cut, now I'm going to come in with some of this Loctite wood glue that I found at Dollar Tree. I was so excited when I found that, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm adding hot wood glue and some of this wood glue to each piece and positioning it right back in the places where they belong. Here's where I decided to add the other paint still sticks to the middle as well. I just had one piece there, and then I took a full painter stick and cut it in half to create 3 of them, and I'm just gluing them the same way I did the others. And I added the popsicle sticks in between of those. And now that we have a solid structure, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and prep for painting. So remember I told you about the beads? I was trying to remedy the problem by just cutting the jute cord there, adding the beads and tying it together. And I did that. I said, no, that should be fine, no big deal. Guys, I'm OCD. It did not, I didn't like the way it looked, and I just, I tried it to try to not be so you know, OCD about it, and you know, it's not a big deal. Later on I changed it, but anyway. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that lightweight spackle from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put it right in between that joint. I did 2 coats of it. I did one, let it dry, did another. Then after it dried, I sanded it down, then I painted it all white. Now I'm coming in with these 2 sticks of pieces of wood from Dollar Tree. I used 2 of them, measured them, and I went to my saw and cut them. Then I took them and painted them with my folk art rich black paint. These pieces will be going in the top and bottom of my project. So after I painted it, I put more spackle and then sanded it down again and then touched up the white once again. Now we are going to go back to that hanger, guys. It was bothering me so bad. Yeah, I didn't like it. So I removed it from there, and I'm going to use my drill to re-drill those holes and put holes on the stir sticks that I put in the back there. So, but first I'm going to touch up that paint where I added that spackle. And while that dries, I'm going to work on this little crate. I painted it using my antique wax from Waverly. So here I am actually drilling the holes that I told you about to redo my hanger. Guys, I'm leaving all this in so you see the struggles that we go through. Is, you know, just because we're in camera doing it doesn't mean we don't go through struggles. We do too. So here you go. This is just a little teaching moment for myself, and then giving you an example of what things can go wrong. And with me, something always goes wrong. All right, so I created my hanger again using another piece, and now I'm adding it to the new holes, and I am satisfied. However, I left some jute cord enough to be able to now attach that black piece of wood that I showed you earlier on top of that jute cord, and now we have that security as well, and that is hidden in between the two boards, and I love it how this turned out. Now we're gonna work on the bottom. This one was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Added my wood glue, my wood hot glue, and put it on there. Just be very careful here that you're putting it leveled. Now that this crate has dried, I'm going to glue it right there on the bottom as well. Same thing, combination of the two glues. I want this to last forever. Then I went to my Cricut and created this lovely little clock. This, guys, I made this project for myself before I started my channel, and my husband has been bothering me, telling me, listen, you did this such a good job with this one, you need to make more and sell them. So this is my second one. I am listening to him, and there you go. Here you see that I did add this a little bit lopsided. I don't know if you notice, my OCD brain does notice it. It bothers me. My husband says he can barely notice it. I don't know. But I just, you know, I drilled a hole onto where the middle of where the little hands that the clock's supposed to be, and took one of these clock mechanisms that I ordered that I ordered a while ago from Amazon, and I'm going to add it right in there. I just put it in the back, and it comes with all the pieces. I tanned it up using my needle nose pliers. Oh my God, I can't talk today, guys. I'm sorry. Now I'm adding the little hands of my clock on there. It's so easy to set this up, guys. Don't get intimidated with this. It is easy peasy. I just added that, added the second one. The secret is to make sure that your needles are straight and they don't touch each other, so they're able to pass each other as the clock is running. And lastly, I'm adding the second hand, making sure that everything goes in circle properly. We are going to go ahead and add a battery on, just testing things out, making sure that it works before I do anything else. And it does. I did not like how long the second hand was, so I just trimmed it a little with my scissors. And here we go. It is working. Now I took this metal piece that says welcome. I took it off of the windmill, and that home sign, painted it with my Waverly antique wax. And I'm going to glue it right there on my piece. This is going to be going closest to the crate. Then I took the welcome sign and I'm adding E6000 to all four corners of it, and some hot glue for the instant hold. This is metal, you know, hot glue don't really like metal too much, so the E6000 should hold it in place in the long run. Now I'm adding some of this floral foam to the inside of my crate, just adding some hot glue to make it stay in place. For here, guys, if you want to use this to put other things in, you can skip this part. I want to put some greenery on here, so I'm going to use this greenery I got from Dollar Tree. I'm using 2 bunches of it. I cut it into the individual stems, and I'm just going to first put some Spanish moss on there to cover the floral foam, and then I'm going to add my stems into my crate. Guys, as I'm doing this, I am so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see this piece. I am in love. This one came out so much cuter than the first one. This project I'm going to put to sell, so I want to cover the back. I wish I would have done this before I added the crate, because it made it a little bit harder to do it, but I got it done anyway, and I should have done it also before I put the other stuff. But anyway, then I took some of these mushrooms that I got at Dollar Tree, and I painted 4 of them actually. The first time you saw 3, I actually decided to do 4, and I'm going to use them as pegs on this piece. So I drill holes in each one of the pegs, and now I'm drilling holes on the bottom wood piece of the project. I took a long skinny wood screw from Home Depot, actually from Lowe's, and I'm screwing that through the entire piece until the peg or the little mushroom, whatever we're going to call it, we're going to call them peg from now on, were attached. I repeated that with both ends, and there were some places in which I had a hard time tightening it. I just took a needle down plier and tightened it up. Now here I'm measuring the places where I want to put the other 2 pegs, and I wanted to make sure that they was spaced correctly and they was centered correctly. So here you see me doing a second measure before I drilled. Then once I was happy with it, I drilled my holes and attached my pegs just like I did with the previous two. And here you see all 4 done. Now I'm going to touch up with a little bit of black to cover those white markings I did there and clean up this piece. And we are done. Here is the final reveal. Here are the first 3 pieces. And drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Okay, just one more second. You are about to see my pride and joy. Here it is. Oh my goodness. This one is so cute, guys. I wish I could have taken a better picture of it and see it in its grandeur. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? It is functional and pretty. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit the playlist. And if you want some more videos from me, here is a suggestion. Take care. Bye.